Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn as Rome. We have done it, we have formed our beautiful, beautiful Roman Empire. Of course we're going to try to annex everybody. Are you out of your mind? Of course we will. As far as I know, we are still in the European Union, even though we really... like, we're an absolute monarchy now. We removed legal immigration from Africa. I don't know what that modifier did. But we're having like a pretty big war still with the Mafia. Hopefully at some point soon that kind of just like goes away. Is there anything I can do actually to fight the mob? I don't think so. No, they're there. Anti-mafia measures. But we're not able to do that. Because we're not democratic. I mean, we can actually still go democratic way. As far as I know, there's nothing stopping you from going on our own. Let me see. You cannot have this and the old ways. But yeah, you still can actually go on your own and then do all this other stuff. Apparently here you also just declare war on Malta. No matter what, you're declaring war on Malta at some point. I'm surprised they just allow you to do that. Your political power gain. Organization plus 5%. More just daily national support forever. No, the Roman Empire says no. You do give us an annexation war goal against the Swiss. That's important because they're probably going to be our first target here. After that, of course, we're going to start trying to just find guys in the south. Because we do need 35% world tension. And I'm hoping a war with the Swiss can at least push us closer to that goal. You'd only give us 3 more. Iran. Give me some steel, please and thank you. Like, once we're actually at war with NATO, probably gonna be a little bit less happy with us, but that's okay. But because this actually doesn't create a faction for us, we probably still want to probably join the Russians and get their alliance on our side, and then at that point create like a massive, World War III. Yeah, because China is... you're just too far away. Like, what are we gonna do with this? Could I start like a border conflict here? I know there's a way to do that. I'm just actually not too sure how. Remember the last time I played, there was like a button that opened up? But I don't know if that's there anymore, to be honest. But that's okay. We don't need it. All we need is to annex good old Switzerland here. It's going to take us a little bit, because it's going to take us about 100 days, so about 3 months. We should, I mean, again, we can't do any of this because we're still in the European Union for however many days. Well, it's still like a year. And I don't think there's anything we can do to actually get ourselves kicked out earlier. Like, I can't just invade the European Union, unfortunately. We can start recognizing governments. But actually, no, I've 400 times political power. Let us go back up to stagnant economy. 450 political power gets our way up to some actual growth. That might... maybe... allow us to not lose money. We're 67% popular, and that's pretty good. We could go towards the police state, but I don't think it actually benefits us too much. And let us go for modern electrical spinning. We're just going only industry tax. I think by far that is the best one here. Malta. Good. I mean, does this actually give us a cost of battling against Malta? No, it's probably... I mean, actually, the game already probably thinks that I took Malta to do all this other stuff. But everybody is going to be a little bit mad. Actually, apparently they don't get mad at us for getting the CBs. They do get mad at you for trying to claim the African coastline. Recover Anatolia, so that's Turkey, Cyprus. A bunch of other people are in the Russian sphere. How long would this take? It would take us a long time to join CSTO. It would probably be easier, honestly, to just join it like the old-fashioned way. It says it requires you to have more emerging outlook. But what I typically find is once war actually begins, that modifier is kind of just safely ignored. So France, you do like us. Probably because we're in the EU together and all that. Yeah, alliance, large commercial relationship. We're a NATO member. Apparently we have military bases. They have military bases in us. But of course that will change one day. Yeah, Britain, just stay out of here. I'm not even in NATO anymore. Why am I giving any of you guys military access? Everybody get the hell out of my country. America. All of you out. I don't know if that helped my economy at all, but... Apparently some decommission military bases. Bring our boys home. What does actually offer military base do? I don't know. But it's too late. I've already said no. Like Croatia, like nobody would actually say yes to it. Got a lot of base reluctance. You would join our faction if you had enough royal tension. 8% unfortunately is just not high enough. And I know getting royal tension high in this mod actually is surprisingly difficult. It's not easy to actually boost it to levels that we need. But we're looking at, we need to get our way up to 450 political power. I do think, I mean, what is this? Stability, tax revenue. The 90% boost. So it's basically a 10% tax revenue, 2% stability. And a 15% construction speed. We have done at the end of organized crime. I feel like that's a success. I don't think there's any way to actually change these modifiers other than we did the euro, which is a 450% modifier. I don't want the euro. Get the euro out of here. I want to use the what is it? The denier? I don't remember what the actual currency is called, but I don't want to be here. Please, I am begging you. Once I leave the EU, hopefully we can actually get rid of the euro. What about neo-Romanization? You cannot integrate while you have the Roman... Okay, so you only do one at a time. The Romans fell long ago. However, their influence and their legacy remain ever present. It's now your job, under the new Romans, to push forward and rebuild Rome. It's going to take a long time, I would say. So Syria is a severe threat to us. Iraq has high radicalization. But, like, it doesn't matter to me. Like, you know? Doesn't matter how radicalized everybody else is. Doesn't affect me one iota. I think there might be, like, a terrorist attack, in which case it might affect us significantly more than I would like. We should still be okay. So you're going to do some stuff in the Middle East. Probably, like, don't do that, France. And I'm thinking, like, how many men do you guys have? 9 to 15. Like, is the AI building troops? What I found every other time where I played Millennium Dawn is that the AI just never built units very often. Like, very, very, very rarely. And even when they did build units, they never actually built that many of them. You're gonna vote no on you. But I can now go up to stable growth. 1.2. Making a little bit more money off of this. But, you know, going from a depression to stable growth, I think is pretty good. I think it's a good reflection of our of Roman might. Let's just put it that way. All of you, please fly over Sardinia. Close air support, air superiority. I know they don't have any aircraft at all. But, hey. I'm assuming none of you like us anymore, but we're just going to declare war on you. Again, I don't think anybody will help you, and if they do, then I'm going to be very sad. But we're now at war. Let's ignore this for now. Let's... Even the declaration of war only got up to 2%. So. Military focus. Again, I don't think we need it. We're still in the EU. I mean, actually, you can actually do both of these. It actually doesn't look like you need to even be in... No, you do need the national spirit. Never mind. Okay. I think we can mostly ignore that for now. Let us... do diplomatic focus. Yeah, what I'm basically going to let the AI do is just march their way into our territory. Do you already have war weariness? What do you mean you have war weariness? We just began the war. Let them just kind of march into our territory, and then we're just going to drive and take all these other cities. Malaysia, South Africa. Do you guys want to... Do you guys like me? You're going to mobilize the working class? You should mobilize your way into my faction. Yeah, before it goes against all these people. Luckily, Switzerland doesn't have any friends. If they did, we might have had some problems. How fast do you go, by the way? 12 kilometers? 5, 5, 5, 10. So we might need every city here. We'll do something like this. Again, this might be the entire Swiss army, and if it is, we should be okay. Because you're worth 3 victory points. Oh, there's actually like a large Swiss army here. Unfortunate, you know, not really what I was wanting to see. No, nobody's allowed to do anything. Yeah, so you guys go here. And as soon as you get there, we should... You're going to take 2 whole days. Are you out of your mind? If we're going to surround the Swiss... That would be like... Most of their troops are actually not very strong. Do they still have like massive... Yeah, like they just have massive combat width. 33 combat width for a single infantry is a ton. So you can do some combat here. You go to Geneva, then go to right up to Basel here. When will you be there, Humpy? You'll be there in 6 days. We'll be there in 2 days, so we will get there first. We'll get a handful of surround as well. So Switzerland is not going to be a threat as soon as this is done. Hopefully we didn't lose too many men. 37 against 3,000. I think those are pretty good numbers there. Yeah, the problem is that the AI divisions are just so absolutely insanely large. And I don't know why that is. Like, why do you have such big divisions? Well, my divisions are always absolute ass. So, you know what? Cancel these guys. And we might just spend the extra resources just to make these into, like, 40 stacks. Not change their composition too much. By the way, will you, Yeah, we will win this war. We don't need to be attacking right now. Unfortunately, they did take, did defend Bern. So you're now at 44%. What's your plan, by the way? Are you planning on doing something, or are you just going to sit in the city? You're just going to sit in the city, unfortunately. So actually, my Air Force... You need to fly over Switzerland, please and thank you. Give me a little bit of air support here, because I'm assuming the air support probably makes a big difference. Yeah, the 42% penalty against them, it is a 26% bonus for us. Do not do. Wait, actually, yeah, you can't do this. Okay. You hold position. We'll take this city. So unfortunately, we are going to have to take everything in Switzerland to actually win the war. But I think that's A-okay. They did take back Zurich, unfortunately. We will need to take that city back. Highest level cement between Turkey and Qatar. That doesn't matter to us. Right, Bern is worth... Actually, Bern's worth a little bit more than Zurich, so we might be able to get away with just taking this city. As soon as we're done attacking, counterattack. That's going to be the end of the war, so we have done it. Well, you know what? We have annexation. Just take all states. There we go. Beautiful. So we're at 26% world tension, which is going to be enough after this to... Do I still have national... Like... Wait, because I've already left NATO, I can't do it. That doesn't seem correct. Because I've already left NATO, I can't leave us through the focus, which means I cannot try to ally myself with the Russians. Which doesn't seem to be... The closest we are is... this area. We need to kill... Austria is not part of NATO. It's in the European Union. It's not part of NATO. So, we might need to kill you next. Well, where are you? Where are you? You're listed in the Balkan area. We still can't justify because we're actually only at 36% world tension. You're all in NATO, right? NATO, 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 and NATO. So unfortunately, like I don't think we cannot support a war against NATO. At least not until we have like backing of someone else. Literally anybody else. Where's my spy, by the way? Shows when I boost ideology. I think right now you're just going to root out resistance in Switzerland. Please and thank you. So Rome has expanded. A beautiful day for us. But again, I still just want to like leave the EU. Once we're done diplomatic focus, I might just have to cheat this as well. Oh no, it automatically bypassed. Never mind. Beautiful. I've already left. So we're going to cozy our way up with Russia. If we can join the faction, all the better. Because we can at least somewhat use them as a balancing. Because they have the largest army. They can probably beat some of these countries in the west. Or I guess in the east. Is there anything we're missing? Mostly recon tanks. So let's put one more into that. And I'm going to... I think recon tanks are down here. Yes. What I'm going to do is I'm essentially going to like double the size of these divisions. We need another engineer. You're a self-propelled artillery, so you're different. So we'll keep this. You're not this. You are... Yeah, we're basically just going to double it. Self-propelled artillery. Remove one of these guys. We have a perfect 40 stack. So save that to be a little bit better. Alpine Brigade. Pretty similar. And you are just mechanized infantry. Are you going to be a 40 width? 42 width. Remove one of the engineers. Get that back down to a 40, so we'll save that. Cavalry. I want you to be fast, so you actually stay where you are. Again, we're going to do the same thing here. Just doubling the size of everything. You have 2 tank battalions, and then you have an armored infantry, and then it's self-propelled. 46. Remove one of you. Who gives us like just a +2? You're +3. You're +4. You're also +4. Is there anything I can replace to get this down too? I don't think so. Like 1 artillery out. I don't think there's anything I can add that's only a +1 though. So, you know, I'll save 39. It's gonna mean these guys are gonna be significantly weaker, but they should reinforce pretty quickly because apparently we just had like a ton of equipment just left over. And if the AI has these really beefy divisions, we need those beefy divisions as well. Diplomatic focus is done. Ban in the West has done it immediately. So defense CSTO has not completed the focus the populist way. What is the populist way? Is that in here? The populist. Okay, it's here. So yeah, we can still do this. It's just going to take us significantly longer. But I don't think joining the Chinese faction helps us. Because they're so far away. So I think we can hold off on this then. Let's retake the African coast. At least get our world tension to go up a little bit higher as well. Like, we have so many casus bellis, but I just can't use them yet. 413. Go up to fast growth. Costs $70 billion to get a good economy? It's pretty expensive. Let's have less corruption. There we go. Slightly less corruption for everybody here. Like, we could just declare war on the French. Declare war on the Germans. But their militaries combined are still stronger than we are. Like, we need more troops. How many troops is in each one of these armies? Only 6,900. We'll train up what we can. The more men, the merrier, of course. And less than a year now until we leave the EU. And at that point, maybe you guys can actually get some stuff going on. He's a player. It's a different outlook that's really harming us. But I don't know if there's anything Russia will do to join us, unfortunately. Okay, so the Bosnians have just elected the nationalist. You still don't actually want to create a faction because we're not at war. But you should still be my friend. Well, that's not true. I want to annex you. That's kind of the same thing. Depending on your point of reference. Can you guys stop lowering world tension? I mean, I don't think there's anything I can do to lower it. Or to raise it, I should say. It's not like I can just like justify on countries. Like if I had, as soon as this option becomes available, it's so easy to just boost world tension up. Because once you boost world tension to 100%, that's when shit gets crazy. We will get there, of course. It's just gonna take a little bit longer than I would like. But maybe next episode or next episode after, shit will get crazy. But I think it's gonna be a good time for now to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthem. If you enjoyed, give me a thumbs up, and not enjoy, you can always thumb down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.